There's a moment in every woman's life when she looks at a man and wonders, does he really love me, or am I just temporary? And the truth is, men can be confusing. They'll act bold one moment and distant the next. They'll flirt, they'll charm, they'll touch your waist with that slow, confident hand that sends a message. But none of that tells you what's real. Because any man can pretend to be interested. Any man can play the part. But when a man is falling madly in love, he gives himself away with a behavior he cannot hide, not even if he tried. And every woman watching this needs to know it, because once you see it, you'll never doubt a man's feelings again. See, men are conditioned to stay guarded. They're taught to act tough, stay calm, stay unreadable. But falling in love destroys that mask piece by piece. It doesn't matter how confident he is, how experienced he is, how emotionally closed off he thinks he is. When he starts to fall for you, something changes in him, subtle at first, almost invisible. But if he does it not once, not twice, but more than once, that's the moment you know he's not playing games. He's not pretending. He's not just enjoying the attention. You've actually reached a place inside him he doesn't give to anyone easily. And here's the part most women miss. A man will not tell you when he's falling in love, but his behavior will scream it. He'll slip. He'll reveal something raw, something real, something he doesn't do for casual flings or short-term excitement, because real love shows up in patterns, not promises, repetition, not romance. That's why I'm going to tell you exactly what to look for, starting with the one thing men always do when they're falling hard, the signal they try to hide but simply can't. Women overlook it, misunderstand it, or label it as something random. But you're about to see the truth behind it, and once you do, everything about the way men love will make sense. When a man is truly falling in love, he begins to prioritize you in ways he doesn't even recognize at first. It's not the dramatic gestures, not the grand declarations, not the cinematic moments women often imagine. It's the quiet shifts in his daily choices, the small, consistent decisions he makes without thinking, that reveal where his heart is going. Suddenly, you're not just someone he likes, you're someone he orbits around. And he won't say it out loud, but you can see it in the way he rearranges his day just to fit you into it. He'll tell himself he's only stopping by because he was already in the area, but the truth is he made himself in the area. He'll tell his friends he's too busy to hang out, but somehow he's never too busy for you, and he won't even realize he's doing it, because love shifts a man's priorities before he consciously approves the change. A man who is falling for you will start adjusting the rhythm of his life to match yours. If your schedule is tight, he becomes flexible. If you're stressed, he finds space for you. If you need support, he shows up, not because he has to, but because something inside him pulls him towards you. Even when he's exhausted, even when he has work piling up, even when he has 100 things waiting for him, he will still carve out time for you, even if it's just 10 minutes. Those 10 minutes matter to him, you matter to him. And that's why he gives what he doesn't have to spare. This kind of prioritization isn't loud, it's subtle, almost secret. You'll notice he texts a little sooner, calls a little longer, that listens a little deeper. He remembers your schedule. He remembers what's important to you. He starts planning ahead, not because he's a planner, but because he wants to make things easier for you, smoother for you, better for you. A man doesn't do that with just anyone. He does that with the woman who is becoming emotionally significant to him, the woman who is slipping past his defenses before he even realizes he had defenses. And here's the thing, most women don't see men don't prioritize women they don't see a future with. If he's not serious, he keeps you in the when I feel like it part of his life. Casual FM, casual attention. But the moment a man starts falling, the casual disappears. He begins making decisions with you in mind, not once, not twice, repeatedly, consistently. And the consistency is the giveaway, because men don't maintain effort for someone who doesn't emotionally matter. That repetition is the sign he's emotionally invested. There's a softness in the way he shows up, even in the smallest ways. He gives you his time, which is the most intimate resource a man has. He doesn't do it to impress you or to win you over. He does it because he can't help it. Something about you has shifted the center of his world, even if he'd never admit it out loud. And every time he prioritizes you, every single time it's another quiet confession, I'm falling for you more than I planned. When a man is falling in love, his memory becomes one of the biggest clues. Not because he tries to remember things, but because he can't help remembering them. You become the detail he pays attention to even when he's distracted. The conversations you thought were casual, they echo in his mind later. The little stories you told in passing, he replays them when he's alone. The joke you made once, he remembers the exact moment you laughed. When a man is genuinely in love, he becomes a quiet observer of your world, absorbing things that matter to you, because suddenly what matters to you begins to matter to him. He remembers your favorite drink without checking his notes. He remembers the way you prefer your hair when you're tired. He remembers the exact phrase you used when you described your childhood fears, or the little quiver in your voice when you talked about something meaningful. He remembers the song you said reminded you of home, and months later, he'll bring it up like it never left his mind. Men do not hold on to details unless those details belong to someone who has slipped under their skin. It's instinctive, automatic. He's not trying to impress you. He's trying to understand you. This kind of memory is not the I'm paying attention to win her over type. It's deeper. It comes from a place where you've already touched him emotionally. Your presence has become a part of the way he sees the world. Even if he's busy, even if he has 1,000 things on his mind, something about you stays at the front of his attention. It's why he'll notice when you change something small, your perfume, your mood, your tone. It's why he picks up on the things you don't even realize you're revealing. Men who are falling in love listen with a different kind of focus, one that isn't visible at first, but shows itself in the way they remember things you forgot you even said. And this is where most women underestimate men. They assume men only notice the obvious. But when a man is falling, he notices the emotional. He picks up on the way your eyes soften when you talk about something that matters to you. He catches the hesitation in your voice when you're holding something back. He remembers your triggers, your joys, your quirks, your quiet moments. To him, every detail becomes a thread that helps him understand you better, and he holds on to those threads because they bring him closer to you. This is why he surprises you with things you didn't expect. He'll show up with your favorite snack, and you'll wonder how he even remembered the brand. He'll send you a song that fits your mood perfectly, and you'll think it's coincidence, but it's not. He'll bring up something you said weeks ago, and you'll be shocked because most men forget everything. But not him. Not when he's in love. His memory becomes selective. Only for you. That's how you know he's emotionally invested, because men don't memorize what they don't care about. But when they're falling, they remember everything. There is one thing a man cannot control, no matter how disciplined, confident, or emotionally guarded he thinks he is: his eyes. A man can control his words. He can rehearse what he says. He can act cool. He can pretend he's not affected by you. He can even convince himself he's not that into it. But the moment you walk into a room, his eyes betray every truth he's trying to hide. They search for you without instruction. They find you without effort. They soften when they land on you, even if he was tense a second ago. That's not attraction. Attraction is casual. This is emotional instinct. This is a man falling in love. When he's falling for you, his eyes check for you the way someone checks for something valuable, automatically, repeatedly, unconsciously. He doesn't even realize he's doing it. He'll be mid-conversation with friends, but the moment you enter the room, his gaze shifts like a magnet that finally found its match. Even if he tries to look away, he looks back again. And again, that again is everything. Once is curiosity. Twice might be interest. But when a man's eyes return to you repeatedly, especially when he thinks you're not looking. That is a man whose heart has already started leaning in your direction. And pay attention to the way he looks at you. It's not just staring, it's studying, admiring, taking you in slowly like he's trying to memorize you. His eyes linger a little longer on your smile. They follow the way you move, the way you touch your hair, the way you laugh, the way you interact with others. He watches you with a softness he doesn't show in any other part of his life. Because to him, you're not just a woman, you're becoming his emotional home, the person whose presence brings him both comfort and excitement. This kind of eye contact is powerful because it reveals the emotional truth before the words do. Men are taught to be composed, to hide vulnerability, to not expose too much interest too soon. But falling in love breaks that discipline. His eyes whisper the things he's not ready to say yet. They show a longing he hasn't admitted to himself. They expose how deeply he already cares. It's the involuntary reaction of a man whose heart recognizes someone before his mind gives permission. And here's the part women often underestimate: men don't look at every woman like this. They don't give soft eyes to casual flings. They don't track the movements of someone they're unsure about. They don't get lost in the presence of someone they don't see a future with. This instinctive pull, this quiet, repeated, almost desperate longing to see you, only shows up when you've reached a place inside him he doesn't offer easily. So notice it. Notice how often he finds you in the room. Notice how his eyes light up when they meet yours. Notice how even in a crowded space, even with distractions everywhere, he still searches for you. Because a man's eyes don't lie. And when they return to you more than once, you're not just someone he's interested in, you're someone he's falling for. One of the strongest signs a man is falling in love is when he starts opening up emotionally in ways he normally wouldn't. Most men live behind walls, quiet, invisible walls they built long before you ever came into their life. They're taught to keep their feelings locked away, to stay strong, to stay silent, to solve their problems alone. But love, real love, loosens those locks. It makes him feel safe enough to reveal the parts of himself he never shares with anyone. And that shift doesn't happen randomly. It happens because you make him feel something he's not used to feeling: trust, comfort, emotional freedom. A man may flirt with you playfully, he may joke around, he may act confident, but when he starts opening the door to his inner world, that's when you know you've touched something deeper. He'll start talking about things he normally keeps buried. His fears, his insecurities, his childhood memories, the moments that shaped him, the good ones and the painful ones. He'll tell you stories he doesn't tell his friends. He'll share thoughts he usually keeps silent. He'll confess when something worries him, even though he hates looking vulnerable. And the beautiful thing is, he won't even realize he's doing it at first. Love makes him feel lighter around you, like he doesn't have to pretend, like he can take a deep breath for the first time. And men don't give that softness to just anyone. They only give it to the woman who feels like emotional safety. The more he falls, the more he lets you see the real him, the him without the armor. He starts asking you for your opinions, your perspectives, your insight. Not because he's weak, but because he values how you see the world. He wants to know what you think about his decisions, his dreams, his frustrations. He trusts your mind, your heart, your understanding. When a man starts letting you into his internal world, he's not just dating you, he's inviting you into the most private parts of his life. That is a level of intimacy far deeper than physical attraction. And there's another layer: he'll start wanting to protect you emotionally as well. When you're upset, he listens more carefully. When something hurts you, he feels it. When you open up, he becomes gentle in a way he isn't with anyone else. That exchange, him opening up and him caring when you open up, is a dual signal of love. Because men who aren't serious stay surface level. They keep things light, fun, simple, disconnected. But a man who's falling will risk vulnerability, even if it scares him. He'll let you see him without the mask. So pay attention to that quiet emotional courage. Notice when he tells you something he usually hides. Notice when he exposes the parts of himself that make him human, imperfect, real. Notice when he shares not just information, but feelings. Because when a man opens up more than once, when he lets you see him, the real him, that's not a mistake. That's love knocking on his heart and cracking it open a little more each time. There is a moment in every man's emotional journey that reveals more about his feelings than anything he says out loud. The moment he starts putting effort into your happiness, not convenience, not bare minimum effort, not just enough real effort, the kind that requires intention, thought, planning, and emotional investment. Men don't do this casually. They don't do it for women they only find attractive. They don't do it for a fling or a passing crush or someone who's just filling time. They only do it for the woman who has made a home somewhere inside their heart. And the most beautiful part, he doesn't always announce it. He doesn't brag about it. He doesn't tell you he's trying. He just does it quietly, consistently. Naturally, he starts doing things he doesn't have to do, things that require him to stretch himself a little, things that take time, effort, energy, or sacrifice. Maybe he goes out of his way to fix something for you, even though he's tired. Maybe he drives across town late at night because you had a rough day and didn't want to be alone. Maybe he surprises you with something small but incredibly thoughtful, a reminder that he listens, that he remembers, that he cares. Men are not naturally wired to think this way unless they feel a deeper emotional connection. Their nature is to solve, to provide, to protect. And when they love, that instinct becomes focused entirely on you. He pays attention to what makes you light up. He notices the way you smile when someone does something sweet. He pays attention to the little things that comfort you when you're stressed. He learns your love language, whether it's words, touch time, or acts of service. And without you asking, he begins showing up in that exact way. He becomes intentional about your emotional world, wanting to add to it, not disturb it. For a man who's falling in love, your happiness becomes part of his satisfaction. When you're joyful, he feels proud. When you're at peace, he feels accomplished. When you're hurting, something inside him tightens. He wants to take that weight off your shoulders, even if it's only with a small gesture. And it's in these gestures, these quiet, unforced, genuine efforts that you see the truth. A man can pretend interest, he can pretend attraction, he can pretend charm, but he cannot pretend effort. Effort requires emotion, it requires investment. It requires the kind of caring that grows from a deeper place. When he shows up for you consistently, not just once, not just twice, but over and over, you are watching a man reveal his heart without speaking a single word. Most women underestimate this kind of effort because it's subtle. It's not roses and fireworks. It's his actions softening around you, his decisions silently shaping themselves around your comfort, his energy moving in your direction without hesitation. And when it happens more than once, when he makes these small sacrifices repeatedly, willingly, happily, it's not accidental, it's not a phase, it's love, real steady, quiet love. The kind of love a man can't hide, even if he tries. So let's bring this home. If he's doing these things more than once, if he keeps showing up, looking at you with that softness, opening up in ways he never does with anyone else, remembering the little things and putting effort into your happiness, then you're not imagining it. You're not overthinking. You're seeing a man whose heart is getting attached to you quietly, deeply, naturally. Men don't fake consistency. Men don't repeat loving behaviors unless something real is growing inside them. And when you recognize these signs, you stop doubting yourself and start trusting the energy you feel. But here's the part you can't forget: don't shrink just because he feels something. Stay in your worth. Stay in your standards. A man who's truly in love will meet you there. He'll rise. He'll try. He'll match your emotional energy. You don't have to chase someone who's already choosing you with his actions. Now, I want to hear from you. Out of all the signs we talked about today, which one felt the most familiar? Which one made you think, yes, that's him? Or maybe, whoa, I've been ignoring this. Share it in the comments. Your story might help another woman see her situation clearly. And if this video made you feel stronger, smarter, or even a little more seen, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. We're just getting started. You deserve a love that feels safe, steady, and unmistakably real. And trust me, when a man is truly falling for you, he won't hide it even if he tries. Is script main koi part repeat tune high check krana.